This is Thursday Night Football. On tap is what should be a pretty Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League present. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Lurching closer to NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync.
Go now. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Squeeze, double. Let go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 24 carries, 101 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down. Flynn. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a give, right side. Wiley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The oar. Here we go. Man left, man left. 4 down, check. 4 down. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Flynn, they'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Out of the gun now on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Ready? 10-2 start. 54. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Flynn. Throw left side complete. That's long. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Bass. And now look at him go. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 43 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
On 1st and 10, Flynn. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Off the bootleg. Flynn. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll look to throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he'll bang that one through. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wiley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Flynn looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Bass. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
18 Gators. Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, Flynn. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's long. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Flynn. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. Wiley, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. To throw on second down. Flynn, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Flynn. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Pittsburgh. Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Good job.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Redskins now to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first down, it's Bass. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. And now he's good. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it back. Check it back. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down now, it's Bass, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Flynn looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flynn throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Flynn over the middle, complete. It's long. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down. Flynn, and that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 2, facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 46 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Flynn. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Monday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Flynn, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Throwing on first down. Flynn. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Put up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready. 8-3.
To throw on second down. Flynn. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing on third and long. Flynn. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
This is taken at his 4.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
From the gun, Flynn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Operating from the gun, Flynn. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Redskins send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well.
Here we go. 30 base. Blue day. Deuce.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Giants send out their punter now. On earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Bass. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter. Good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard. 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly. It saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprint. Quarterback, that was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Ready, and two stop. You better bring it. Five.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
8-3.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Now that Redskin offense coming back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery. Flynn, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Back to throw here.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
30 base. Oh, here we go. Oh, go.
On first down, it's Bass. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn completes this one to Starks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Flynn. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run on the draw. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Ready, go! Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiley, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Flynn looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the drive takes him right now, 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Defense.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? To throw on 2nd down. Flynn, he'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
54, right there, 54.
From the gun, Flynn steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking to throw. Flynn. Throw left side complete. That's Soto. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Over the middle, complete. That's long. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Flynn firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 54.
They'll run on first down. Bass, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
New York set to take the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So the Redskins down by 7, a little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Flynn. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they had to take the shot there. Obviously, that was pretty much it, their last chance.
No other play for them, right? I mean, there's no other choice. It's not like you can have some strategy move, right? Punt it away and hope to... No, that's what they had to do. Right now, that offensive unit, they're pretty discouraged on the sidelines. They're going to feel like they let the team down in that situation, but they were in a tough spot to begin with.
And with no timeouts now, they just need a miracle.
Yeah, an absolute miracle. If the team that has the ball, just find a way to run out the clock, take care of the ball, and go home a winner.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger,